I can't speak to specifically where you guys are in terms of revenue decline here in Australia, but clearly digital is the future. If digital encompasses the web and mobile and wearable technology and whatever else is coming, I mean, that is where the consumer is going to be, which means it's where the money is going to be. So the sooner you try to figure out how to get your hands on that money, the better. Even if it means taking a short-term hit on what you're getting in print. I mean, the interesting thing about our strategy is that digital-first strategy, our decline in print is really no different than anybody else's decline in print in the U.S. Our focus on being digital-first hasn't really hurt us in print to the point where we're taking a dive any more than anybody else. So if basically if the market is saying print's going to go down because the consumer's changing, why spend all your time focused on something you can't change? Digital you can affect. The difference between growing 5% and 50% is about focus, and it's about resources. And so the more you move toward that digital future now, the better. Project Thunderdome is basically our way of trying to address the new sort of digital ecosystem, which basically says one thing we have going for us is we cover our local communities better than anybody else. And we have to do everything we can to maintain that. Right now we have a lot of people on our websites who do stories about the royal baby or about the video music awards, whatever, like things that people want on their websites, but we can't really afford to have somebody sitting in Santa Cruz, California burning hours every day producing national news, because that's not why people in Santa Cruz go to that paper. So the Thunderdome allows us to give them a feed of all the stuff that they want to sort of broaden their website, but allows them locally to keep the focus on covering City Hall, cops, courts, high school sports, and all the stuff that we have to do to succeed. So instead of just scaling back to the bare bones, this is our way of trying to say, look, the person who lives in Santa Cruz is primarily interested in Santa Cruz, but they're also interested in all the rest of the world. We just can't afford to produce the news about the rest of the world from that local newsroom. It's got to be done one time.